morning, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Shaw. Hey, Candace, good morning. Hey, Rose, good morning, good morning. Hey, Miss Palm, good morning. Hey, Takara, how are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, I am on my way to work. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in and share quickly. I just wanted to share this quick word with you that the Lord was sharing with me this morning. Good morning, Tasha. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. How's the weather in California? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Shamika, how are you? Blessings, come on in. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Barbara, good morning. Hey, listen, come on in quickly and share. Listen, I'm on the way to work, but I had to stop by real quick before I get to work to share this word with you, and I hope that this encourages you. I hope that this is like a shot of what you call the thing you use for energy, Red Bull, like a shot of Red Bull into your system, spiritual Red Bull, that is. Just wanted to share this with you. I woke up this morning and the Lord started to share this with me, and I wanted to come on in to share it with you because it was so profound. Many times we as people, we would be going through things and we would think, man, all hell would be breaking loose, and we would think that we are only going through because of what somebody else did to us. Hey, morning, Tarnisha. We would think we're going through because of what someone else did to us, and we would think that, oh, it's the witch doctor. Oh, it's the voodoo priest. Somebody working witch on me. Somebody doing this. Somebody praying against me. Somebody doing that. But most of the time, good morning, Miss Jillian. How are you? Good morning, Jason. How are you? Most of the time, it's not really because of what somebody else is doing to you, but it is because of the lack of what you are doing. Woo! Good morning, Nakia. Awesome word this morning. Awesome word this morning. Listen. Most of the time, what you are going through is not because of what somebody else is doing to you, but it is because of the lack of what you are doing. It is because of something that God told you to do that you didn't do. It is something that Yah told you to do that you did not do. And so you are going through a cycle, and you keep going through the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, thinking that, hey, listen, somebody praying against me, somebody working against me, my family don't want to see me get this, they don't want to see me get this, my boss don't want to promote me. What are you doing to stop yourself from receiving what it is that God has for you, from receiving what it is that Yahweh has for you? And so for many times we go through these repetitive cycles, and we keep on thinking, man, it must be something. It must be a generational curse. No, generational curse. Good morning, Candace. How are you? It ain't no generational curse. It is because of the lack of your effort on your part to move from one area to another area. Many of you, Yahweh is speaking to your heart and telling you to do certain things, move from certain places, release certain people, release certain things, and you refuse to. Why? Because you are in your comfort zone and it feels good, and so you are afraid to move. And so because of the fear now to move, you find yourself now in a repetitive cycle, and you keep on thinking, now listen, I am meeting my demise, or this is happening because of what somebody else is doing to me. No, it isn't what somebody else is doing to you. It is because you refuse to move. And so we need to get to the point where we now begin to realize that because of fear, because of me being comfortable, because I don't want to move, because this situation is so good. Listen, when my boss called me 5 years ago and say, listen, I'm going to send you to Bibney, and I was like, Bibney? I don't want to go to no Bibney. I don't know nobody there, boss. I mean, what I'm going to do to Bibney? I don't have no family there. He's like, okay then, I'll send you to Abaco. I said, but I don't have no family in Abaco either. But at one point before that, the Lord said, I'm going to remove you from Abaco. He said, I'm sorry, but I'm going to remove you from Grand Bahama. And so I had to go back while my boss was speaking to me in the spirit, and I had to, God, this what you was talking about? I thought when you said you was going to give me my own house, and you meant my own house. I thought when you said you was going to move me, I thought you meant out of that situation. But no, he wanted to remove me out of that island, out of that state. And so for many of you, God has been telling you to move. He's been telling you to let that relationship go. He's been telling you to let that organization go. He's been telling you to to let certain things go, and you refuse to let it go, and you stay in that same position. And so therefore the condition that you are in is nobody else's fault. Sometimes we just have to accept the responsibility. It is not no one's fault. No one put you in that position. You are in that position because of your lack of responsibility. Sometimes you just need to hear it hard, and sometimes you just need tough love. Sometimes I had to say some things to my sister, and probably my delivery is not right all the time, but I'm like, God, I probably shouldn't have said it like that, but I have to drive it in a certain way with tough love for you to understand. And I said to my sister something the other day, but I had to sit down and say, Marva, you probably shouldn't have said it like that. I said, listen, trash in, trash out. The same things you take in is the same things. Oh, the sun is beautiful today. The water is beautiful today, and this light for me right. But listen, the things that you taking in is the things that is going to spew out of you. If you keep on taking filth in, you're going to listen. Filth is going to be released out of you. The Bible declares it is not what is inside of you that is going to corrupt you. It is what. Hey, Avad, how are you? Hey, Flossie, long time no see, honey. It is not what is inside of a man that corrupts a man, but it's what it comes out of you. You know why? Because when you listen to all those cussing music, when you watching all of those shows with all kind of gay scenes and so forth, when you taking this thing in, it begins to corrupt your spirit, and it seeps in. It's like a sponge. Your heart, your soul, your spirit is like a sponge, and it begins to suck in all these things. Oh, but you ain't just corrupt yet. All these things are seeping in. Come on, share this broadcast. Now, you watching this thing, or you sitting by a friend, or you by your boyfriend, girlfriend, not married yet, all of a sudden your legs up and things start happening. Why? Because of the show you've been watching, because of the songs that you've been listening to. Oh, you don't want to be alone tonight. Oh, slide it to the side. Oh, that's what you've been listening to. And so all of a sudden you find yourself sliding it to the side. Why? Because it's what you've been taking in, and so now it's coming back out. And so no, it is not what is on the inside of a man that corrupts him. It is what comes out of you that corrupts you. And so if you begin to practice it, yes, you will be corrupt. And so we have to understand what you take in, you are responsible for. And so you have to watch what you are taking in. Watch where you go. Watch what you listen to. Watch the things that you do. When God say move to the right, you better move to the right. When he say move to the left, come on, we dipping. Come on, you gotta move to the left. Understand now that your lack of taking the instruction and being obedient is the responsible, or you are responsible now because of your lack of obedience. And so the Lord began to share this with me. He said the reason why many of you, yourself included, finding yourself in the same repetitive cycle is because of your lack of disobedience. And he said, guess what? He said, because of your lack of disobedience, I'm going to punish you even more. Why? Because you are holding up a whole lineage. My God, who am I speaking to today? I almost get to work and I got to get off of this Facebook. You holding up a whole line of people from receiving their blessing, their breakthrough, their deliverance, because you refuse to move. Woo! Who am I speaking to? Because you refuse to move, because you refuse to do what the Lord tell you to do, because you refuse to move from that job and start the business. Your children, your family, your friends, your co-workers, even your enemies that are watching you and waiting for a change, waiting for their breakthrough, they can't receive their breakthrough until you move. Candace, they can't receive their breakthrough until you move out of that situation. Listen, Jenny, they can't move until you get out of that situation. The line cannot move until you move. So you got to be able to move when God tell you to move. And so for many of us, we find ourselves in these repetitive cycles, and we keep on thinking that it's people, and we keep on thinking it's because of what I do. Hey, Q-Tel, honey, I'm going to message you a little later, hon. It's because of what people do to us. And no, but we never want to take responsibility for what it is that we're doing, or the lack thereof. And so today I just wanted to encourage you. I just wanted to encourage you and hope that this was a short of encouragement that you needed this morning. Get up, get out of the grave. Get up, get out of those graveyard clothes. Get up, get out of the spirit of disappointment and depression. Get up. Listen, I'm speaking to your spirit today. Get up. I'm knocking to the door of your heart. Get up. Get out of the graveyard. Lazarus, get up. Lazarus, come forth. Why? Because you've been in that dead situation too long. Get up and do what it is. Hey, Apostle Jacob Ben, get up and do what God has been telling you to do, because you're holding up your children. You're holding up your finances. You holding up your husband from coming. You holding up your wife from coming. You holding up the promotion. You holding up everything. That, listen, even the healing. Yes, you dealing with cancer and you can't get healed because of what you are holding up. What you holding up? Forgiveness? Unforgiveness? That's what you holding on to? Baby, let me tell you something. Let it go. For the past week, God has been dealing with me, and I've been asking God to search my heart. Wherever there's unforgiveness, God, help me to release it. Search my heart, Lord. Search my heart. Wherever you find unforgiveness, God, search me out. Burn it away. There's some things in us that we dealing with that we never know. We never understand why we going through this cycle. It's because the things we refuse to let go. And so what are you holding on to? Who you holding back? Your children? Your daughter can't get the scholarship because of your disobedience. Your son can't get the scholarship because of your disobedience. Your children can't get married because of your disobedience, because of your laziness, and you can't get up to go and pray and fast. Your children are held up in generational curses. Check yourself. Blessings. I love you. I gotta go to work. I already late. Blessings to all of you. I love you for watching. Share this broadcast if you have not as yet. Bye bye, everybody.